Bro, can y'all imagine the sex on this game?
Damn.
I've been so beefy.
What's that about?
Speaking of that person, pig heart successfully transplanted.
Bruh.
Was that not a good lead into it?
Fucked up.
This nigga is horrible.
Is
this your first wild card? Actually, this is my last.
Stupid. Everything's set. So y'all ready?
Yes.
Episode 42. Welcome back. Gonzo, Yuki, Beeman.
Excuse me. I'd like to point something out. Today is Cinco de Mayo, 2024. As of today and only today, I will no longer be referred to as Beeman, Jared. I will be Jared Gutierrez. That is the only thing that I will be responding to, if there is anything to respond to.
Just for
Thank you
today?
very much.
For today?
Jared Gutierrez. Yeah, it's spelled J-A 2 R's E-D. Gutierrez.
I'm just gonna call you Jay.
I'll take that. Okay. Ha. What about ha? Ha. Ha.
That works. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
I'm doing just fine. Just splendid.
Missed last week.
We did. We did miss
somebody
last week.
slept in. Not gonna say who though.
Nah, we could say it. It was Jared. But someone like Jared Gutierrez would never do something like that, which is why I'm here bright and early. Well, bright.
Bright.
Well, I'm here. Yeah. Slept in. Yeah, but I had a good weekend last weekend.
Sure. It was his birthday.
That's right. Sunday.
Big 40. Congratulations.
Old head.
Old head. Or
Bro, we gotta discuss this, bro, on Facebook. Dog, Carlos posted a picture of me. Right now it's like 2 or 3 years running. It's really a picture of him and a black kid in the background. This is like when he was in elementary school.
Yeah.
I still don't know if that was a black boy or a black girl. But
this little black boy, he used to be my friend.
In the background, Carlos posts this picture every year, like around my birthday, and it's like, man, we've known each other so long, bro. Look how far we've come. I met Carlos in high school.
So don't leave out the crucial part of this, though.
That's who started this part. No, the crucial part is that people believe. Even Carlos' mom posted under that picture. It was like,
but who started
love
this?
you so much. Happy birthday. Bro, you started that, bro. That is
who started this?
Sick. That is insane, bro.
So he started it on, what was it, my birthday?
I don't know when that was.
I think it was on my birthday. He posted a picture of himself with a random Mexican kid behind him. And I played into it. I used it as my profile picture for the day.
He did. That was for a little longer than a day. You had that. And people were messaging me like, oh my God, I had no idea you and Carlos went so far back. Y'all really are brothers. I just kind of shake my head and I don't reply. But this nigga went and doubled down on that mug, bro.
Triple down.
Everybody think that's me.
You got to show this picture, by the way.
I'll have it right here. I might have the one he posted over there.
Also, let's give a shout out to the digital editing that my guy does on even just the GIFs for the podcast titles, bro. That is dope. That's really dope, bro. Is it?
And I haven't even started on the Where Evil Lurks one.
Bro, just the way I don't know, it's cold, bro. Then you got my big head on what's the
save that one for our Patreon.
Where Evil for what?
Save that one for our Patreon.
For Late Night with the Devil. No. For Evil Lurks, I thought you did it. We in the car, right?
Yeah, I did that. I just haven't done the episode.
Oh, okay. Well, but that was a fire, bro. Shout out to that.
Appreciate it. But we have a good one for you this week.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo episode. May the 4th be with you. That was yesterday.
Yeah, but now it's like Revenge of the 5th.
There you go.
That's so
that crazy.
Corny.
Yeah, right. Revenge of the 5th. They can also do it on the 6th. Revenge of the 6th.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
What you want to start it off with?
Before we get into the big one with all the beef and stuff, let's start with sports.
Sport.
The NBA playoffs.
People gonna listen and be like, why did they get into Drake yet? So the NBA playoffs.
NBA playoffs. Let's start with that because a lot's been going down. Let's start off with it's just basketball. So what happened with LeBron?
Nothing happened with. So let's all be honest. Let's be extremely honest. Nothing happened with LeBron. LeBron played amazing every single game. What happened to his teammates?
Oh, Denver opened up a can of whoop ass.
Bro, it was diet. It was zero effort. Speaking of that zero calories, it was zero effort on his entire bench. One of the best things the Mavericks did was get rid of Spencer Dinwiddie. This nigga scored a total of 6 points, maybe 8 or 10 points in 5 games. Over a stretch of 5 games, he scored maybe 10 points. It wasn't LeBron. And you know what? And it wasn't AD. Now, AD getting hurt in the last game, that messed us up. He only had 17 points. Mm-hmm. That really hurt us. But those other games we could have pulled through and been able to afford the loss in game 5 had the teammates stuck up. D'Angelo Russell had a game with 0 points. He had a game last year with 0 points against Denver. He's an Achilles heel. I don't really think it was Darvin Ham's fault. Anyway, long story short, LeBron is still the king. He's still the GOAT. He didn't do anything wrong. He missed a couple shots, but that would have been okay had his teammates been there with him.
I want to know your opinion on this matter. Because mind you, this was before they won that one game. They had lost 11 in a row. And the main thing that everyone was saying was, how can he have GOAT status losing to the same team 11 times in a row?
Well, because there's no rule book. I've never heard anyone say that you can't be the GOAT because you're losing to a specific team. I mean, if LeBron had a better team, would he have lost 11 in a row? They don't. So it's different. So if LeBron would have played horrible in 11 games in a row, then that's a different issue. But LeBron and company are losing to this same Denver team 11 times in a row. That's just what it is. He just has to get a better team. But LeBron plays significantly well each time. But when you get people that are afraid, like D'Angelo Russell, bro, he's a starter. They're getting nothing out of their bench. Do you give someone 0 points in 48 minutes of a game? Yeah, I mean, crazy. I could have gone out there. I could have gone out there and done the same exact thing. He's getting paid millions of dollars, bro. That is absolutely unacceptable. Then you have his bench. There's only, for the first 3 or 4 games, only one person from the benches had ever scored, and it was Terrion Prince. I forget how to say his name, but it was only that guy. Spencer Dinwiddie, their center, I forget who that is, and somebody else. Bro, I would love LeBron to leave that team.
So that's another question.
Yeah,
will he stay?
Because he said that
he didn't answer. I love that. I freaking love that.
Answer.
Put them on their heels. They got rid of Darvin Ham and everybody, but I think that means that they're preparing for LeBron to leave because they got rid of Phil Handy, and that's LeBron's guy.
If he does go, where do you think he's gonna go?
I hope he comes to the Mavericks. He really likes Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving is putting on a show in the first playoff series. So we'll see what he continues to do. But
what if he goes to the Suns with KD?
He would never. KD is washed up. I don't think LeBron likes Devin Booker. And I don't know how much
you saw what
feel he has for Bradley
Ant did to him.
Bro. Shoot, what he did to what the Timberwolves did to Denver. They had assistants. You look at their bench, you look at what their bench scored. Bro, Jamal Murray and Jokic had if I'm saying this right, maybe they were I don't know, 2 for 1,000 in the first half. Jamal Murray went 0 for 5 in the first half, 0 points. And they were still up by 4 at halftime. So, bro, they're phenomenal. But when you have help, you can put that to rest, right? Anthony Edwards had 41 points. He was scoring the entire game, but they were still down by 4.5 with Denver starting point guard with 0 points. You got to have help. Everybody has to have it. I was heartbroken when they lost. Heartbroken. Because LeBron only got so many more years left. And he could have won last year if it weren't for Denver. I don't see any other team stopping him. He would have won this year if it weren't for Denver. Denver is the Achilles heel right now, but more so the Achilles heel is his team. He got to get a better team. AD gained my respect all the way back. He is a monster. I hate that he got hurt. He's a monster. He was doing the hell out of Jokic.
I think even not AD. LeBron is gonna leave, but I just don't see him going to the Mavericks though. Like, it's just gonna be something.
Maybe not. But where would he go? Unless he goes back. He's either going to Cleveland or Miami. But bro, the way Jimmy Butler's looking in the playoffs, I know LeBron is tired of people getting hurt in the playoffs. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, Anthony Davis. And it's always your stars.
I can see
why doesn't Spencer Dinwiddie get hurt instead? I don't want to say that. Let me knock on the table. Why isn't it somebody that's not putting in as much effort versus the stars getting hurt? It's crazy, bro. 3 years ago, was it in the playoffs? Yeah, I think it was in the playoffs when. So that was 4 years ago, maybe, when LeBron lost to Phoenix. Their 2-point guards scored 0 points. Dennis Schroeder and Alex Caruso. 0. 2 starters. 0. That's tough, bro. He got to pick good. Wherever he goes, he got to pick good.
He only has, I'd say, the 3 years.
Just come to Dallas.
Big. He's going to be 40 this year.
Just come to Dallas.
Yeah. Come to Dallas, please. He loves Luka.
He got Luka, Kyrie.
He loves Kyrie. Bro, come on. They both injury prone, though. But right now, they're doing something.
He's currently on the injury prone team, too. He himself is injury prone.
It's almost like who's not injury prone at this point.
I mean, every starter is injury prone. Why? Because they put a lot of wear and tear on their bodies.
I mean, look at the Bucks. I feel like the Bucks would be doing so much better if what's his face?
Giannis.
Yeah.
They won a game with their 2-star players sitting down. They won one game.
Yeah.
So let me ask: do y'all think the Mavericks would have won if Kawhi Leonard was healthy?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think he would have made it that much of a difference.
You think?
I think Mavericks would have still won.
You think the Mavs would have still won, or you think they would have? Oh, you think they still would have won?
Yeah, I don't think Kawhi wouldn't have made it much of a difference.
I think they would have won. It probably could have maybe gone to Game 7, but the Mavs still would have won.
I think if the Mavs played the way they did this series, it would have gone to 7. The Mavs probably would have edged it out. I think. But if Kawhi Leonard was healthy, you already had, bro, he's the best player on their team. If you got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George playing the way Paul George played, maybe for 2 games, bro, Maxey, I think, would have been able to play better. Not Maxey. Who's the other guy that reminds me of? Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann would have played better if he was able to really be like the 4th guy. But he was the next option after Paul George and James Harden. Really the second option a lot because James Harden wasn't always there and engaged. So I think I don't know. There would have been a different series, especially that game, the 2 games that Luka was injured. The game we went to.
Oh, yeah, where his knee was kind of messed up.
Yeah, his knee was bothered.
Yeah.
But I think Dallas still would have gotten that.
Yeah.
I don't like the Clippers like that, no way.
I think they still would have won. I will say, though, watching them go against Clippers, I've gotten a liking to PJ Washington. I feel like he's doing pretty good. I thought he was going to be just whatever. But, he's doing pretty good.
Him and Derrick Jones.
Derrick Jones, bro, those are the difference makers. Tim Hardaway Jr. would have collapsed on y'all.
That's why he on the bench.
Bro, that's one of the best things that's going for y'all right now. But somebody just got Maxi Kleber.
Yeah.
He's out for the season.
Is he? I haven't read up on it.
It's a bad injuries in his shoulder. Yeah, I think he's out for the season. I mean, he makes a little of a difference. I don't know how much, but y'all gonna have to rely on Dwight Powell now. Is Dwight Powell playing?
Yeah. I think he was playing the last game too. Like the last few minutes he was in, but
all right.
So who do y'all think still gonna go all the ways? Knowing what we know now.
Mavs in 6.
I don't even care no more, bro. I'm trying to think, who did I like? I like the Timberwolves. Cause I like
the Timberwolves are going against Denver.
They are.
Right? Yeah.
They won the game. They won last night.
That's
So
right, yeah.
I definitely want them to beat Denver just because. But I like the Timberwolves because of Rudy Gobert. Because nobody likes him. I just like him to get vindicated.
He
that
was
way.
corny, bro. That's what,
This is the whole COVID thing.
He's
Well,
corny,
look how many people corny in the NBA though. How many people corny?
a lot.
A lot.
Even about
But
COVID.
how
Look
many
how
people-
Kyrie was acting during COVID.
How many people corny and look corny?
Bro, both of the big niggas on the Timberwolves. I'm about to say Cat
Cat
Williams.
Williams.
Cat Charles Anthony
Carl,
Anthony Towns. Yeah.
let's call him Cat, bro. We're good.
And Rudy Gobert. They're goofy.
Rudy
But
Gobert.
we'll see. I don't know. I really don't care, bro. The East looks goofy as hell. That
Always.
Cleveland or Orlando series is like, huh? What's going on
They're
here?
playing their last game today,
Right,
right?
that's
Yeah.
that's like a Thursday night football game that
Bro,
nobody watching.
Yes, bro. That is the weirdest. Oh, that's Orlando was so high. It was so high on the in the seating, but I don't know. Then you got you got Boston. They're waiting on that. They're waiting on who wins out of Cleveland and Orlando.
And then the Knicks are waiting on
the Knicks. The Knicks are gonna
they're
play the Pacers.
yeah.
Yeah, Knicks go Jalen Brunson. But yeah, the Knicks gonna play the Pacers. It's like the old school Spike Lee times, even though he's been at the games every year since forever. But anyway,
I'm glad the 76ers lost. I do not like Embiid.
Joel Embiid,
Yeah, I don't. Like, he's good. I just don't like him.
I don't either. I don't like anybody over there actually. So, however, that is what it is. All right, what's up? Let's get to the big topic.
What's the
The
big
beef?
topic?
Let's
You
go.
want to just jump straight to that?
Got to jump straight to it. Bro.
Okay.
I think from now on we should start going to the major topics, the main topics first.
Nah, I said
First
do it
thing
in
we
the
jump
middle because you don't want people like skipping and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, I put the
They
things
are
on
gonna
there.
skip
I
though.
just skip it.
Yeah, they gonna skip. The big
Okay.
thing is like it draws them in. That's what people want to hear first. Just give it to them.
All right. So before we start, let me just say this.
Madden
I'm
6.
gonna have to be, I'm gonna have to be like looking at the photos for the tracks because so many came out at one time. Like I'm only remembering them based
Only
on how
two.
the photo looked.
Only 2 came out at one time.
But no, I mean like in this quick succession, like within like
Yeah,
this
like,
like
then the
past
next day.
week, you know? Yeah, it was 5, 6 songs that dropped.
I don't know.
Like,
So
like,
you
start,
started
starting with
like
Euphoria.
that. Nah, it starts with like
You want to
that.
start? Well, yeah, that's the first one, but I mean like
Right.
within this week.
Yeah, but this week, it started with Euphoria,
Yeah.
and then Family Matters,
Uh-huh.
and then Drake did Buried Alive. It was like 50 seconds
Okay.
on his Instagram, and then Kendrick did.
Nah, that Instagram stuff don't count.
Okay, then we'll take that off.
Why
We're
not?
not counting that.
Because they all put it on Instagram. But you got to think they put it on Instagram for copyright. Because he was using a beat, which I don't know if I assume he has the rights to, but I don't know. But like for instance, Drake's song with Tupac and Snoop, that was a diss song. That was only on Instagram.
Yeah, you could only put it on Instagram.
Right. So that counts. That counts. Like anything that they say drop.
Okay, so then that's 3, and then yeah, Kendrick had that LA one, that like 616 in LA or whatever it was called.
That's right.
And
16 LA.
then
Then he had Meet the Grams.
yeah,
And then he just dropped what's the last one?
Not like us.
Not Like Us. Yeah, Not Like Us. That's
okay.
it.
I feel like we're missing one
Yeah,
Drake
so look,
one.
okay,
We're missing
so it
Drake
starts wait. So let's go all the way back. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
one. That's what started it.
And then you have
J. Cole's
7 minutes.
7-minute drill.
7-minute drill.
Then his apology.
And
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
then he did his apology. Then that was noted. That was pinned to 7-minute drill.
yeah.
So then you got Drake's push-ups. Thank you, golly. Okay, push-ups. Then he dropped
The one with the AI.
yeah, what was that called?
I just remember it was like tailor made.
Tailor Made. That's it.
Yeah.
Tailor Made. Then Kendrick dropped Euphoria.
Okay.
Then
That's
Drake dropped Family Matters. It was right after,
Okay,
it was after that, yeah.
You're right.
And then
Euphoria,
6 minutes
then Family
later,
Matters, then 616, and then it was
Meet the Grams.
Meet the Grams,
Yeah.
and then it was Not Like Us, so it's 9.
Yeah, see, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I have to see their pictures because they started getting jumbled up. Like even at this
Well,
point
that
now,
616 was a piece of a picture, and then Not Like Us was the whole picture. Well, wait, no, sorry. Euphoria was a piece of a picture.
No, Euphoria was
Euphoria was
the definition of
it was white, right?
Yeah,
and then
it was,
what was after Euphoria? yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, Euphoria was the white. Then it was
Why do we do this?
616. 616 was the little picture, and Meet the Grams was the big picture. That's
okay,
Sorry,
yeah.
616 was a piece of a picture, and then Meet the Grams was that whole picture with. I think that was like his stuff in there, like Drake's stuff.
Yeah,
so it was supposed to be like somebody's inside doing this for me.
Yeah,
this is wild. That's Elf.
So who do you think's up top right now?
Right now, with that drop, Kendrick is up. Kendrick is up. Kendrick lost some credibility with that whole daughter thing.
Why did he lose credibility?
Because he doesn't have any receipts, and the only thing that we can go off of is the horse's mouth. And Drake comes out and says he doesn't have a daughter, and he's like,
so
"All right."
How does he lose credibility though? If
because that was a lie,
right? But he's saying one person saying it's true, one person saying it's not. Okay, well, whereas neither one of them have.
Right, but with Drake, so facts, but there's no receipt though. So like, what people are going off of now and what they've been using in songs is like, yeah, it's this and that. I got the receipts, which is something that Cat Williams was using, but showed no receipts, right? And I'm gonna get on that as well because Cat Williams just had a live special yesterday and nobody's talked about it. So did y'all even know that?
No,
I knew about it. I just don't care about Cat.
Right. So it's the receipts, right? So for instance, Drake made a comment about when he was battling Kanye and Pusha T, and he was talking about the ghostwriting he did for him and the help that he gave them, and he was like, I'll send y'all an invoice once the song over. Boom, he sends the invoice, right? And so it was a picture of it. Kendrick is like, you got somebody working inside on your team. Okay, that's good and all, but right now you're just talking. Then he posts that picture. Like, those are the receipts. But when you're just throwing stuff out, oh, this and that, oh, yeah, you got a daughter, and it's right, you're only piggybacking off of what somebody else said, and you're not able to show anything. Pusha T called him out for having a son. Then Drake comes out, okay, I can't hide that. I got a son. But if Drake comes out and is like, all right, here's this. If you can prove it, anybody in the world can prove that I got a daughter, then I'll rap for you.
How is that? But how would that be any different from beef that would have taken place in the 80s and 90s with those rappers who didn't have social media to prove anything? They didn't really have much to prove. But
right, that's the difference.
So we were going off of like, oh shit, that's
right because that's all we had to go off of because there was no social media. But now in today's time, that you have the ability to post a picture.
Back then though, we didn't need the proof. We just went off of it. Why do we now need the proof?
Just like how you're saying, like, okay, like he's not sending those receipts and stuff like that. What if Drake is purposely hiding her even more because he knows that, okay, if I send her out, then that's,
but
he's gonna be on top because now he knows all this shit about me. And
but is that more of a conspiracy theory than possible reality? Like, if you have a daughter. If he can do that, he would do the same thing with his son.
And he definitely need to try.
He came out with it like 2 days later.
Yeah, but he was still hiding his son.
Nah, okay, him hiding his son before, okay, that's his choice. But what I'm saying is, well, everything is a choice. But okay, that's what he was doing, right? Mm-hmm. But then once it got exposed, he came out and admitted it. So if he can get exposed and hide it still, why wouldn't he do that in the first place?
I think he has a daughter.
You think that they're out of everything that is getting exposed, P. Diddy, right? If that's true, at least allegedly, all these people he paid off are still coming to light. So you think that in today's age, where how we talk about social media, there's somebody that has a daughter by Drake that's listening to all of this stuff and isn't gonna expose that? If he that's not just gonna come out and be like, yeah, he got it.
That's a possibility.
You think
anything is possible?
Because the mom could have also passed away.
And but look, when we say anything is possible, we got to be careful that we're not just jumping into a conspiracy. Because we can say you can conspire about anything. Rick Ross said that Drake shot his plane down. You know, Rick Ross' plane crash,
Yeah,
right?
but that was a video that came out a while back, and it was just him fucking around. Like nobody took that serious.
But do you think nobody took that serious? They started circulating, bro. They started a circulation of rumors about how Drake could have had that planned that plane to get shot down because he was flying in Drake's plane or something like that. There's some type of correlation between him and Drake with that plane situation. I forget. I think he was in Drake's plane or something like that.
No, he was in his plane. He was in his jet.
Right, but there's some type of correlation with Drake's business and that plane.
Like he was flying over Drake's estate or something.
I have to read it, but there's some type of correlation. However, think about the conspiracy that we can make right then. They're beefing. Drake has money. Drake has power. Anything is possible.
Even excluding his daughter one, I've always believed Drake was a shitty dad. So with his son's a situation that was happening, you know.
Why though? Because he was hiding them from the media. You need to show him to the media.
So not he wasn't just hiding from the media. He was just like pretending he just didn't even exist. You know.
So who though?
But like for example, like Rihanna's hiding her kids from the media, but she still came out like, yeah, you know, I have a family, I have my kids. She doesn't have to be all out there like, oh, this is my baby. Here goes all these pictures.
So let me understand. So you like think that Drake is a bad father because he didn't expose his children to the media, or he didn't let us know that he had a kid?
He was acting like they didn't exist.
To who though? To who? To his family and to his people, or to us?
It could have been anyone.
But you don't know that.
Well, no one else said like, oh yeah, he had a son. He was doing all this. No one ever said anything like that.
So
it was a shock to everyone until like,
who is everyone though?
Until Pusha T said it
to us though. But we don't know if his mom knew, his dad knew.
No other like celebrity or anything.
Because
or, like,
maybe he told him
or anything.
Maybe he told him not to say anything. So like
he could have said tell those same things like don't tell anyone I have a daughter.
Right? How do you know he didn't say that? The only people that were blasting him hiding his kids were his enemies. There were none of Drake's affiliates close that was like, man, hell nah, he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. He wasn't taking care of his kids.
Okay, if that is the case though, he's hiding it from the media because he doesn't want anybody to. He doesn't want to shine light on the kid. I get it. So why not keep doing it? Why not? Because why not put him out? Why put him on your album? Why put him in your videos now?
The second he got called out, he had a son. Now all of a sudden, like,
if that's the real reason why, because you don't want him to be in the media a lot. You don't want him to be exposed. I get it. I understand that the media can do horrible things to children.
Right.
I get that. Pusha T called you out. You could have been like, yeah, I have a son. That's it. And that could have been it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a kid. That's it.
But that is what it was.
But now you're pushing him.
Nah, he takes that kid everywhere. Now he's like all over.
Let's be realistic. So when that came out, then Drake did admit he had a kid. We still didn't see his kid. He just admitted that he had a kid. Then Pusha T came out with the name. That's how we found out what the name was. He wasn't putting him out there until he got to a certain age. Like what? His kid is probably like 4 or 5 now. At least as a toddler, maybe he didn't want to release. Remember Rihanna was hiding the faces of her children for a while? Do y'all remember that? She was putting the blanket.
A lot of celebrities did that, yeah.
Correct. So if he didn't want to tell us, that doesn't make him a bad father. As long as he was handling his responsibilities. Now, maybe he wasn't handling his responsibilities. I don't know. But that's nothing that we have proof of. If he didn't want to tell us, then that is what it is. One thing the reason that the show with Homelander, The Boys, the reason why that show makes so much sense is because there's one thing that no one on this planet, even if you have superpowers, can escape from, and that's ego. So Drake could have just continued to hide or not tell us who it was, but he got an ego, right? Sometimes people feed into public opinion, or they want to fight public opinion. Like Tory Lanez, all he had to do was be quiet throughout that whole time of the trial. But he makes an album, I'm Not Sorry. He makes an album, he makes songs trying to explain like I was the one to do it. He could have just kept quiet, but he wanted to appease public opinion. He messed up right there. Drake probably messed up by, all right, I'm going to let y'all know what it is. He could have kept quiet, but he got an ego. We all got egos. I'm not saying that was the right decision, but saying he was a bad father just because he didn't tell us that he had a kid, I think that's unfair. We don't really know we look at his son now. His son looks happy. His son is living what looks like a good life. I don't know what these songs from Kendrick Lamar are doing to him, but I mean,
we'll find out later on
when he's 18, right? That's what he said. Listen to when you're 18. Yeah, I'm on no side, but anyway, I guess we were just talking about that situation. The father thing, I think that's rough or that's harsh because we just don't know.
Thing?
We don't know if that's true. That's
my biggest thing.
Crazy.
But that's my biggest thing, though. Like I told you, like you're denying the daughter claim, fine. But you're not denying these allegations.
When this first started, when Like That dropped, and we knew that they were dissing, I remember telling you too, I hope Kendrick brings up what Drake did to Millie Bobby Brown. You know, he didn't get that specific, but he is bringing this stuff up. So I'm so glad he did that.
Okay, so at the same time, so Kendrick called him that he started that on 616?
Think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drake hasn't put out a song since then. However, Drake commented on Kendrick beating his wife. Kendrick has made 3 songs since then. There hasn't been any addressing on that. So it's like, okay, let's give Drake a chance to address the rumors that Kendrick is spreading.
Right, but Drake has gone to social media to address the daughter situation.
Right, but maybe he wants to say that for a song. He hasn't had the opportunity to put a song out, right? We're counting this song.
And that's why I was saying, like, social media shit don't count. Because you can't address it on one thing on one thing and then another on nothing. Like,
well, no. But if he drops a song on social media, then that counts. But I'm saying, okay, he's throwing like the little subtle jabs on social media. We're not counting those. But if you make a song and you put that on social media, that count. Most of these songs that Kendrick dropped were on social media. One of these songs I don't think is on the radio. 616 or one of those songs is not on the radio. It's only on his social media. Yeah, but it counts though. He has to have time to address the rumors, just like Kendrick Lamar had like 2 to 3 weeks to come back at Drake. And obviously he took those two. Drake made a comment
2 or 3 weeks to make those tracks, so that's why he hasn't addressed anything.
No, not all those tracks.
Of the two,
because Kendrick addressed something that Drake said in Family Matters.
You don't think whoever's on the OVO side leaked it to him? Like, hey,
we don't know.
Right, I know, but we don't know. I'm saying, but it could have been a possibility too.
Right. It could have been, but we don't know. So I'm saying, as far as we can only go off of what we know. What we know is that Drake hasn't made a song since Family Matters. And he wasn't accused of doing that stuff until after Family Matters. But we can't talk about one.
Drake's been accused for that stuff even before all this.
I'm talking about through Kendrick.
Okay.
So also there are some things that you have to address a certain way. So somebody accuses you of doing something like that, you can't just go on social media and be like, I am not this. That's going to just cause more controversy. This is going to cause more hate. You have to handle things a certain way when things are so serious. But if we are being fair, right? We're saying Kendrick is up. Kendrick dropped 3 times before Drake did. He got 2 or 3 songs up on Drake. So if we're being fair, saying that he's up with him responding so much before Drake can, we got to be fair and say, well, he's had those 3 opportunities to address the wife beating thing, and he hasn't. That's just as serious as what Drake is being accused of. So it's like, wait, look.
Okay, so if we go one by or the amounts of tracks. So let's start with like that. Yeah, like that. Let's start with Like That. So that'll be 1, and then Push Up, that'll be their 1. You know, I think from there, you know, Push Up would win. But if you keep adding more, so Drake's second would be the one that he used with AI. Kendrick's second would be Euphoria, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it'll be 2 and 2. Kendrick will be up. So let's.
I don't know. 2 and 2. Kendrick wasn't brilliant enough to top the. Okay. Here's what made the Tupac and Snoop Dogg song so brilliant. He could have been Tupac AI and said, "F you, Kendrick. You a bid. You know, some. I'm gonna kill you if I see you." He could have done that with Snoop Dogg, but the approach he took was so subtle and so realistic. Where it wasn't like, I'm taking your elders to say F you. He was taking them, and it sounded like they were really talking to him behind closed doors. Like, listen, F Drake, what are we going to do? Right now, you looking a little shaky. Let's talk to you on a personal level. We passed you the torch. but you looking like you don't know how to hold it. Like, bro, mentally, that can really get to somebody. Just how Kendrick was talking to Drake's son on one of those songs, I think Meet the Grounds. Bro, the way people hold Pac so close, right? Everybody's talked about Kendrick is the new Pac, embodying the new Pac. All of that. Drake put all of that on the song and sounded just like Tupac.
No, I disagree on that.
What?
I don't think he sounded just like Tupac.
You don't think that? Do you think that sounded like Tupac?
Well, like voice wise?
Yes.
Yes.
No, the cadence. No, but that was intentional.
Okay,
the cadence was to prove that he wasn't pretending to be, Tupac. It's like Tupac is speaking through me. That was the metaphor there. No, the cadence absolutely was Drake every single time, even with Snoop. But the sound, it sounded like Tupac. That, bro, I think that he was up on that. I thought Kendrick was catching up with that 6-minute song. Nah, I think Drake was up then. And then when Drake did Family Matters before Kendrick dropped again, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah, cause he dropped that, and then Kendrick dropped like 10 minutes later.
Right.
Yeah.
Drake was up then as well, but after that second song, it was like, oh, Kendrick is up, and then he dropped the last song, and now it's scary. Now it's like Negan almost. It's like, what's about to happen next? Like, what is Kendrick Lamar? But here goes some more things that we're not addressing. Drake said that Drake made some type of gay rumor about Kendrick when he was like, you said F the big 3, but what I understand it's only the big D. He said there's video proof. All right, that's out there.
I think he's talking about his goofy ass leak that he did.
What leak?
Where he leaked his own penis.
Where he leaked it. He was.
Is that what he was talking about?
Yeah,
that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's what I took from that too.
Okay, I took something like.
That's why he's like, it's not big meets big D. I got.
No, he said it's not the big. You said F the big 3, but it's just the big D or something.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
I got video proof. I think he's talking about his leak of him.
Oh, okay, maybe. I don't know about that one. So there was another thing.
I disregard gay/trans rumors. They shouldn't get shade like that. And, people should be happy the way they are. But
I hear that. There was another thing about Kendrick Lamar's son not being his.
Yeah.
And it being his friend. Nobody. So this is how I feel. Look, I wrote this because I knew I was on.
Yeah, he needs to get a DNA test about that one.
So when you see a great fight, no one wins after 1 of 10 swings. It's a fight going the distance with a close winner. A great game isn't a blowout. And I feel like the culture that we created, we feel that we always have to point out a winner versus saying what side we on. Some people are just on the side, and I think that's fine. It's fine to say, I'm Team Kendrick, I'm Team Drake. That's fine. But it's like, once somebody does something, we want to be like, oh, this person winning. Okay, that's a winner. But like, when you see a fight, there's never just when you see an amazing fight, the fights that we consider like some of the greatest fights ever, there's hardly ever a clear winner towards the beginning.
I'd say this is a good fight because it brings the creativity out of both of them.
Correct.
Like both of them have shown so much creativity in these songs that they're dropping. Not just in the lyrics, but even like just from the pictures or the little videos and stuff like that. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I agree.
They're showing.
I agree. And and to be honest, they've always been that creative. Drake for sure through social media. Kendrick, I've seen his show live on TV, but I saw it and it was dope as hell. He's very creative. We saw him at the Super Bowl. Bro, they are bringing some of the best out of themselves, bro. Drake on Family Matters. Dog, I was in the car. I damn near yelled, and it was like a rapid succession of like 6 bars he had. I was like, oh my!
For that
God.
song, I didn't really care for like the beginning or the middle. It's like the last part, right, where it kind of like changed up the style. Like that last part, I think that was probably the best part of that song.
These songs, even when I heard that last Kendrick Lamar song last night, I was driving. I was like,
that too.
Oh my God, bro! This dude, Kendrick Lamar, is like, Dang, who did I compare him to the other day? Oh, shoot, I forget. But, bro, Kendrick Lamar in basketball. Okay, so in basketball, this is what I see. I see LeBron going against Kyrie Irving. If they were basketball alikes, Drake is LeBron. But I've always felt that way. Drake is LeBron. I've always felt that Jay-Z is Michael Jordan. And I've felt like Damn, who did I used to compare Kobe to? Shoot, I've forgotten. But I just used to feel that's what they personified. Kyrie Irving and Kendrick, they just personify each other. Just their different beliefs, their shy ways, their, Kendrick may drop every 3 to 4 years. I think I saw J. Cole as Kobe. I think that's what I'm almost positive that's who I consider Kobe was, J. Cole. They just remind me. They all remind me of each other.
I can see that.
Now, not saying, talent wise too, like Kendrick Lamar. Anyway, that's who they embody. Right now, this is what I'm seeing, and I see a lot of hate with Drake from the longevity. People didn't hate Drake when he was 5 years into the game, 6 years into the game. I know that most people that are cheering for Kendrick can recite more Drake songs than they can recite Kendrick Lamar songs. I know that much. I know that a lot of people that are cheering for Kendrick have listened to over 100 hours of Drake in percentage versus 20 hours of Kendrick Lamar. So I think that is just a side. I think Drake gets a lot of hate from longevity, just like LeBron. A lot of people don't like LeBron because he wins so much. He's been in the league for so long. Mm-hmm. He's had so many opportunities to do corny stuff, just extremely corny. We've caught him lying a few times about like what he would predict. And it's like, oh yeah, I knew. What did he say? He knew something was going to be big, but it was like years before they even would discover it or something like that. He's done that a few times. I just think it's the die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. That movie came out in 2008. Bro, I didn't really understand the meaning of that until like 3 years ago. I didn't really feel and understand the meaning until like 2-3 years ago. I get it now. So many people that I used to respect so much, years and years and years and years and years later, they come out and talk. Stacey Dash was beautiful to me. Here she go, talking that goofy stuff.
Still would.
Bro, I need to see it again. Herschel Walker.
From my last memory, I still would.
I hear that though. Stacey Dash, boy. All right. So, Kendrick is up for you.
Yeah, I believe so.
You said Kendrick, right?
Let me just say this, because I said this in the first episode with Kels when that Like That came out.
Oh, how long ago? That was 2 weeks ago?
What
was the episode? No.
Like that. When I was reading that, we had Kels on the phone.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like a month ago.
And it had been out for like about a week or so.
Yeah.
So within a month, they've dropped 9 songs.
Back then, I said this. I don't care about this beef. And then a few weeks later, I said maybe they're just doing it to get people going, right? Back into the music. I still feel like
back into the genre.
And I still feel like that's the case. I think they're just doing it for the fuck of it. Give it 4 months, you'll probably see them on social media.
Doing a feature?
Yeah.
Oh, Kendrick and Drake? You think that those rumors are something you can come back from?
Yes.
I don't know.
There's been stupid shit going around. And niggas end up being friends again.
I can see. I don't see them being like buddies and stuff like that. But I do see them eventually, and probably won't be anytime soon. But they will have a song together.
Bro, Kendrick has hinted towards some type of abuse to his wife or ex-wife. I don't know if they're still together. He's hinted towards it. He talked about it. He touched on it a lot in Mr. Mora. So, and then Drake has been seen with younger girls. Not underage, but younger girls. And they're just too close to home for me to think that this is... Now, who I did think was faking was Drake and Future and Metro Boomin. I'm like, that was too sudden. But then I heard in Drake's song, one of the lines, it was like, something like, used to be my niggas, or who I thought were my niggas. He said it a couple of times, and I was like,
hey,
oh, that's hurt.
That?
What?
You're, what's his name?
Excuse me? Hadid Gutierrez?
Yeah, you can't be saying that.
Man, we say nigga all the time.
Damn.
Say nigga all the time. Yeah.
But I'm black all the time. I didn't switch. But I don't care about the beef.
That scared me. I was like, what the hell did I say? Oh, niggas? Oh.
I don't care about this beef. Never have. I appreciate the music. I do stick with what I said. Don't talking about somebody's high looks is corny to me in a beef. I just don't care about it on both sides.
That's things you can't really change
on both sides.
But was the line about do you hit on your wife because when you hit your wife is it self-defense because she's bigger than you? That wasn't funny.
It was like I'm not saying that it's not funny, but it's just okay, that's cool. I guess it's corny. Like it's high school. Like another come on,
like that. Like it's funny.
But battling is high school. Yeah. But you say you don't care for the.
Like it was funny how his picture was like that size 7 shoe. Like that's just funny. But that's nothing that you could be like, oh, you got him good because.
Why not though? Because what is battling though?
Because you can't change it. Like if you make fun of someone's haircut, yeah, because that makes sense. They chose to get that.
You know how you have
you can't make fun of someone's shoe size because they can't change that.
Well, if you make fun of somebody talking to younger girls or hitting their wife, they can't change that.
Exactly. So that's some good points to be saying.
But look, if we're battling like in the street or just here, like fucking around, right? Yeah, that's fine. We're just taking jabs at each other. But this is supposed to be a serious beef. Like y'all really don't like each other. Come on, like really.
But this is what we would prefer though over them shooting.
I'm not saying kill each other, but give me something better.
What does it say it won't happen?
Like what though? What else could they give you?
He could have really just not said that at all. I mean, the fucking track was 6 minutes long. He could have just removed that and kept everything else.
Who? Or Drake or Kendrick?
Drake. I'm just saying, like on the what's one with the shoe size? How long was that song?
No, that was like
no.
3 minutes. That was push-ups.
But even then, that was like a 5-second line. Take it out.
It was.
Why though?
I'm just saying that my preference is I don't care for it. You could have taken it out and still had a dope ass track.
Like, but then he was addressing like 7 different people. So that's another thing that nobody's talked about. I think that yes, I think that would have been.
It's just the same on both sides because everybody's fighting Drake's Ghost Riders.
I would say Kendrick has been saying stuff like that though.
What?
That he acknowledges that it's like multiple people going against Drake. I think Drake's even said in one of his songs that
he did. What the emphasis of 20? No. What I'm saying is, so for instance, everybody talks about Iron Man being like the coldest Avenger. One of their big points is because he fought Bucky and Captain America at the same time. Right? That's a big thing. Y'all hear that all the time. That is a big thing, bro. So that's how they hold Iron Man so high. But Drake is legit fighting almost half of the industry. Nobody's putting it out there. Everybody's back to Drake and Kendrick. Now, if that was flipped and Kendrick was going against 80 people, we know what we would have been. But I feel like it takes this many people to try to bring down one person. He's fighting everybody. Iron Man is one of the weakest Avengers. He is. He can't beat the Hulk. Like he stopped the Hulk, but he can't beat him. He can't beat anybody in the Avengers. I don't think he can't beat Captain America.
The main Avengers cast, like where it was just like the Hulk, Thor, Captain America. Iron Man.
Is Hawkeye in there?
Yeah, Hawkeye.
Okay,
and
Hawkeye is the Black Widow is the weakest Avenger. Hawkeye, then Iron Man. They're the bottom 3 going up.
I think Iron Man is. I think he can beat out Captain America.
Huh?
Yeah, I think he can.
Do you think that? You saw him fight Thanos.
So I think
Captain America can go. Captain America, I think, can go toe to toe with Thor. I don't think he would win. He can go toe to toe. You think Iron Man could?
See, I think like Hulk is for sure the strongest out of the main group. It would be
Hulk. Is Hulk stronger than Thor?
Yeah, Hulk, Thor. Because I think in the comics they're always fighting, and Hulk usually comes out on top.
What about in the DC universe?
DC?
I don't know about DC.
In the Marvel universe. Iron Man is in DC too, though, right? Don't they do a crossover?
I think they have one.
But yeah, we're not going. Okay, anyway. So Marvel. Marvel universe. What we're seeing.
In the movies as well, yeah, I think Hulk will fight. Because, I mean, they did fight a little bit. Yeah.
And I felt like Thor, didn't he like hold back at the end? First of that movie, all these movies are corny.
But yeah, it'll be Hulk, Thor...
Don't you dare.
It had to be Iron Man above Captain America.
What?
Yeah, I think.
Where was Iron Man when Thor and Captain America were fighting? Who got knocked out first?
Because think about it. Are we talking about like old Iron Man where he has the goofy ass suit he has to put on?
We're talking about Robert Downey Jr. from 1 to 10.
Or the last Avengers, he has a fucking like nano suit. Because if it's the nano stuff, Iron Man for sure. If it's that old goofy suit, then Captain America.
What happened to that nano suit in the last one? Didn't he still get his A whooped in Infinity War? Didn't he still get his A whooped?
By who?
By Thanos?
Everyone got whooped by Thanos.
I saw Captain America and Thor. They were the only ones up there fighting.
Thor got whipped by Thanos.
He did.
Thor did. And then Captain America saved them. And then Captain America was getting whooped too.
Right, they were all getting whooped. But who got knocked out first? Who was out of the picture? Most of the people that you saw, okay, it was 3 of them fighting Thanos. You saw most of Thor and Captain America sticking in there. What's the name? Robert Downey Jr. was dead to the world. Then he comes back at the end with the maneuver.
Nah, it was all 3 of them. I feel like
I'm saying Infinity War. Sorry, that's Endgame. Endgame was in that fight.
But I think the only person that could actually fight Thanos was the Scarlet Witch or whatever the hell her name is, and Doctor Strange. Them the only 2 that could actually fight him.
They didn't fight him.
Yes, they did.
Scarlet Witch hit him with like
that
a
didn't
little
count. But like Doctor Strange in Infinity War, when they're having their 1v1 on that plane, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, when he strapped them up for a little bit, and it was like he was just holding them down.
That fight.
Yeah, but that wasn't a fight though. It was like he just like Iron Man tricked them at the Iron Man tricked them at the end. How Iron Man tricked them at the end. It was just like, what can you do to him for 10 seconds? Like, they'll actually. I don't remember them. I just remember him going through the portals and tying them up. Right, and that's when old boy came.
That's when they like at the very end they tied him up with Spider-Man. No, it was just Doctor Strange. No.
Just the very end they tied him up and
with
then
Spider-Man because he was making the portals for Spider-Man to be going through with the webs and stuff like that.
Is that when they had him down and old boy slapped him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember them fighting.
Before that.
But forget them. Talking about just the regular Avengers. You really think Captain America? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think that Iron Man can hold Captain America just because of that little scene where him and Bucky were fighting?
No, not because of that. No. That's why I said it like because at that time he still had that the clunky ass suit. At that point, Captain America for sure was gonna lose.
So Captain America
Iron Man was for sure gonna lose to them too.
So if you're going with Iron Man in his last suit, then you have to give Captain America the hammer. You have to give him the hammer.
The hammer
and the shield. Didn't he leave with it? He left with it. At the end, that was his weapon, right?
Did he? I thought he
left with it. He did. Remember when Ant-Man? Remember he was in the portal.
The axe.
Yeah, remember Ant-Man? Remember Ant-Man? What's his name? It was Jonathan Majors playing. Kane. Remember Kane was like, didn't I kill you before? He was like, no. He was like, you not the one with the hammer? He's talking about Captain America.
I thought he was talking about Thor.
Captain America, because remember he went into the portal at the end with the hammer. He got killed.
Okay, if we're gonna count Captain America with the hammer,
we got to because we give Iron Man.
Yeah, if we're gonna count him with the hammer, then Captain America would be out Thor.
All right, that was fair. Plus, Iron Man is trash, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Iron Man is the weakest. They give him all of this shine because he had the little 1v2, and they wrote in that he could win. We know for sure. Them two going up against Iron Man, he does not stand a chance. They just nerfed the F out of Bucky, which they did from then on. No, they nerfed him in the second.
Why are we on this?
Because of Drake. Because I'm just saying they go for the underdog first, but not the longevity, not the one that's been in the game the longest. If Kendrick was going up against, if a 2v1 or 20v1, he would be getting more shine for that.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say about that. So, actually, I don't see it as a 1v20 and stuff like that. Because, everyone said some shit about Drake. But I feel like the only people that's actually, gone after him is mainly just Rick Ross and Kendrick.
You know Metro Boomin made 2 albums saying we don't trust you. It's all about Drake. 2 albums, including
But I don't
Future.
feel like that's not, super direct how Rick Ross and Kendrick's are. You know?
You don't think...
Where those full-on just diss tracks, just... direct to that person,
bro. Metro Boomin and Rick and Future made 2 entire albums talking about Drake. There's not a soul in the universe that doesn't know we don't trust you and we still don't trust you is about Drake. 2 albums. That's 2 people made 2 whole albums. Then you got Rick Ross. Then you got Kanye West. Kanye West was on. I
forgot Kanye West made a thing about that.
Kanye West was right
scratch that
on the next album. On the next album with the remix.
Yeah.
Bro, Drake is Nav. All these people were his close friends. The Weeknd made 2 songs about him. Excuse me. Okay. Well, it was featured.
How about we talk about the Orlando Cavs diss track of Guavo and Chris Brown?
Oh, Quavo.
Yeah.
I thought you said Guavo.
said Guavo.
I'm thinking of the fucking fruit. I just thought the fucking fruit. But
bro,
yeah,
we don't
Chris Brown.
bro, nobody wants to talk about that.
Chris Brown won that one, though, so you good.
That's what I heard. Wait, let's talk about this. Cat Williams. Really quick.
I don't know anything about that.
That nigga trash.
Dropped a live show.
Next.
He dropped a live show yesterday. This right here is proof that all those people that were doing that gassing up and all that, those were bots. Those were people that are not giving real opinion just through social media, hiding. Dog, nobody paid attention to that show yesterday, as big as he was, and that was the only second or third live thing that Netflix has done. That's the second live comedy show that they did, because the first one was Chris Rock. I watched that show. I watched more than half of it. I laughed one time. And I laughed because of how he said something. It was like, are you serious? It was like that. It was funny.
So it wasn't even a joke. It was just...
It was like ad lib to a joke. Yeah. I did not watch that with any biased opinion. I promise. Because I watched every Cat Williams special. Bro, if y'all... Just when y'all get the time. Listen to the audience, bro. The audience ain't laughed. The most excited the audience was at the very beginning when he came out.
I thought you were at the very end when he was about to leave.
Oh no, I didn't make it to the end yet. It's when he came out.
I never thought he was funny though.
Ever in life?
Yeah, ever. Wow. See, so when it comes to comedians, there's certain like levels of comedy, and you have those comedians that are just like to do voices and actions to make you laugh. Nigga, is that a triple? He just spit all over them.
No, bro. I keep forgetting it's tea in here already. I can't be doing it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my. Is it on? You want some tissue?
No, this is how I broke my controller, bro. No, I can't even.
What?
I smell this banana. My legs. No, I think we're good. I'll take some tissue though. Go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to break your train of thought.
You fine. You fine.
Over here being spicy.
But yeah, I think that comedians like that are just using their face and get loud to make you laugh. I don't like that. Which is your Kevin Hart's and your Cat Williams. Cat Williams does that voice, and he just gets loud with it.
Yeah.
And he cusses a lot just to make you laugh. I don't like that. That's stupid. That's not comedy. That's just you trying to be funny.
Who's some of your favorite comedians?
I don't have any. There's a lot of comedians I don't really care.
I said just some, not.
I don't really.
Like some, I was trying to think of like, what do I have any like comedians where like, oh yeah, I watch all their specials, like what you were saying. I was like, no, like there's some where I watch every now and then, or like I hear a good joke and laugh, but it's not like we're like, oh, I gotta go watch your special, Like there's
very few that I continue to watch. Like I'll watch one comedian and be like, oh, that's funny, but then you pull up the next special, and it's like 15 minutes of new stuff, and then the rest of it's from the old special. Like,
I thought you said you love George Lopez.
He's one of those too.
I don't know if I think I've probably seen one George Lopez special, and I don't know if I watched the whole thing. I can't remember.
George Lopez, same thing. He was funny at first when you first hear him, okay, but then everything gets recycled. Everything's about white people.
Was funny to you, just not funny anymore. Or who?
He never really was.
Was funny to you.
Who
was funny to you? His name funny.
George Lopez was funny when I first heard about him. I was like, okay, this is funny stuff. Then I went to go see him, and I was like,
you was gonna see George Lopez?
I did. Where? I was like, I saw in Grand Prairie. What's that place called? The Verizon.
The Verizon Theater.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is when it was still the Verizon Theater?
Yeah.
This wasn't that long ago. It was like 8 years ago.
No, this has been the Verizon Theater for a while. Because this was back in 2012, 2011.
The Verizon, man, was it? It wasn't the Verizon Center then.
Whatever it was, that's where it was.
Right.
And but yeah, I mean, he's the same thing. He's just recycled jokes, and then it's the same jokes about white people. And it's like, okay, you get tired of it. Like, all right.
It was the Verizon Center. It was.
And like for like Dave Chappelle, when I first saw him, I didn't think he was funny. I didn't like Dave Chappelle until I started seeing his later on his stand-up, his actual stand-up. After the show, because I didn't care for it.
When did you see Dave Chappelle? Because I didn't. When I first saw Dave Chappelle, I didn't like him either.
When I first saw him, was in a movie. It was
Nutty Professor.
Yeah, that was I did see him in that, but it was Half Baked. That's the first one that I saw.
You saw him in Undercover Brother?
I don't remember him in Undercover Brother.
Yeah, he was the conspiracy brother. He was like, yeah. You know, he was doing all that.
But you see, like Dave Chappelle has that. He has to be loud, right?
Right.
And I don't like that. And then there was later on where he did these, like even like now I could watch him. His comedy specials now. He's toned it down, but he's more funny. Like he has like actual points and he makes jokes and like it's good. I don't know. That's just me.
I always preferred skits instead of stand-up comedy anyways.
When Dave Chappelle first came out, it was Nutty Professor, then it was Undercover Brother. He was the most annoying thing. He reminded me of
He was annoying at Nutty Professor though.
Yes. What's that guy? The white guy. To me, he used to be the white version of Chris Rock.
Rob Schneider.
No. It's another guy. He always looked like that, and he talks like.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
I'm trying to think of what movie he was in.
Hold on.
Oh,
he was like the white Chris
like
Rock.
Godfrey.
Yes, is that it?
Godfrey, something like that.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert.
Is it Gilbert Godfrey?
Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah.
Him, that nigga. Yes, look at his face. That doesn't make sense. That's what he reminded me of. But when he did this stand up, well, he did his show. He did the Chappelle show. That was funny to me. He did a stand up, Killing Them Softly, bro. To this day, that was the hardest I've ever laughed at a comedy special, bro. Ever. Just the stuff he was saying and the voices he make when he does like that and get away from me. When he's talking about like white people, bro, in tears. But that makes sense. Like, he was not funny to me back then, and now he's one of the greatest comedians ever to do it to me.
Like, I never watched the Chappelle show. And it wasn't until you started talking about it, and then I started watching those small clips.
Yeah.
And that was it. One comedy special that I thoroughly enjoyed was Eddie Murphy, Delirious.
Yeah, bro. I'm probably opinion, bro. And it's only because of the time difference. Them mugs ain't that funny to me. Like, now Eddie Murphy, I think is, I don't say I think, he's top 3 funniest comedians ever in life, if not number 1. He may be number 1. But yeah, them stand-up specials, bro, I'll be like,
they're hard to watch. And then
so old, that stuff ain't funny.
Some of them jokes don't land, and they're just like,
and everybody talking about how funny. But I get it now because when I show somebody like my cousins or something, or just anybody younger than you show somebody something that was funny, like so funny to you then, and you show them now. Like if I tell somebody watch The Ring, they gonna be like,
yeah, bro, that's stupid.
Like the face he just made. Like, yeah.
I would give you that face back then too, though.
But even I watched the movie back then, and I still was like, you know.
But you won't watch When Evil Lurks. Oh,
what's it on again?
Man, shut
up. We done said this so many times.
Man, I went back and watched. Bro, I'm really ready for that to drop, though. Because I watched an explanation of that, and there's like 25 minutes. They were just, but he talks really fast. I'm like, I don't know how long ours was.
I'll upload that.
Yeah, but it was, we did the, I just listened to it again.
That's the one where I came in, right?
Yeah.
That shit was like 50 minutes.
Probably.
I looked at the computer.
We legit
it was.
I made that joke. I was like, damn, you're reciting the script?
Cause we went through the whole movie.
Like the entire movie, yeah. Even, and I was listening to his, I was like, okay, he skipped that part. Like we talked about bringing the body out and the sheet breaking and the body fell through. He just goes and they bring the body out and they put it on the truck and now they're going to the, like
a lot of people leave out.
But then too, a lot of that you only saw it once, and this is like the first time I feel like you really got to talk about it with someone. So I also felt like you were reliving that trauma like that it caused. Cause I talked to Eric about this. I said, won't give any spoil. I don't, bro. I really
he ain't gonna watch it. He already told you he ain't gonna watch it.
If it's on Amazon, no, because Amazon I struggle too.
So anyway, the scene with the dog. I talked to Eric and I was like, bro, I think that really affected Carlos. Like I know that it did. You said it, but there was something else that told me later, like that really got to you. And then Eric was like, of course he did, because he got a daughter around the same age, and Eric was like, I got a daughter, even though she's older. But what let me know that really got you was that when we talked about the little boy, you were like, oh yeah, that did happen. And that was like the second biggest part of the movie. But you were obviously still taken aback from the daughter thing.
Crazy.
Because you could recite it moment for moment. up until a little after the daughter part. And then everything else, you were like, yeah. And then this happened. We're kind of confused on the times and this and that. I was like, bro, that really got him. And I thought about the moment when, after you watched it, I think you probably watched it on Saturday or something, and we came here Sunday, and you were like, bro, what the hell was that? Or maybe you texted us or something. You were like, something happened, but you were talking. You were like, bro, I don't even know what that was. Like, what did I watch? Something like that.
Boy, wow, bro. You got to watch it.
I got a Shudder.
He's not going to watch it.
You got a Shutter?
You got a Shutter.
It's on there.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I think it was on Amazon.
Bro, hit him in the neck, bro. Real quick. Just give him a chop, bro. Just,
It was on Amazon. You go to Shutter or AMC Plus through Amazon.
Oh, I swore y'all said it was just Amazon. I remember AMC Plus, but I don't remember y'all saying Shudder. But I got Shudder for the
shut your goofy,
what should I call it? For Late Night with the Devil. And then there was this other movie that I wanted to see that was also on Shudder too.
It's on Shutter, right? Because
both of them are.
Both of them?
Okay. Well, then there we go. See? So I'll come around to it.
Let's go ahead and spoil it now. But nah, I'm glad we got that out. That movie was just so crazy. I went and watched the explaining after we already did the explaining, and there was some things that he didn't explain that we caught, especially about the gun on the counter.
Yeah,
he didn't catch that. There was something that he did catch that we didn't say, but we'll talk about it later.
You saw Late Night with the Devil?
No, not yet.
Damn it.
I was trying to figure out how to catch it on the TV. My TV's old as hell. That shit don't work. I connected it to the Wi-Fi. You know, you gotta connect to the Wi-Fi to do the screen share. That
network.
So it slowed down. Like I tried turning up the volume and nothing happened. I was like, what the hell? And I just sat there and waited. And then all of a sudden it showed it and it went up by 3. I was like, oh no. You know, it wasn't working. I tried doing the screen share. It wasn't working. I just need to get a new TV. So, but I have the Shudder.
Get a new life. Not watching
What's next?
Movies.
Let me see. There was a whole bunch of stuff. The Taylor Swift album. Okay, hold on.
Oh my God.
Before we go on that. So, for the NFL, I love predicting what's going to happen. We could talk a little bit about the draft if y'all have anything about that.
NFL?
Yeah, NFL.
Bro, we are not getting on the NFL
April.
today.
No.
We're not talking about the NFL.
So, anyways, I full-heartedly believe, and people were saying it was going to happen last year, but no, I think it was going to happen the next year, that Taylor Swift was going to do the halftime show for once the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl. And I think it's still going to happen. But now I believe the Cowboys are also going to go to the Super Bowl for the sole reason, I've always said it too, Post Malone will only perform at the halftime show if the Cowboys go. You know, they're all about selling and stuff like that. Post Malone's huge fan of the Cowboys. Now's the perfect time because Taylor Swift just dropped the album. The best performing song on there is Fortnite with her and Post Malone. So I'm writing the script right now. It's going to be the Chiefs and the Cowboys at the Super Bowl with Taylor Swift and Post Malone at the halftime. I will put down as much money as I can on this.
Don't do that. So
you should go somewhere and make that. I will. You know you can do a prediction. I wonder how much you will win right now.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be the Chiefs and the Cowboys.
So you're basing the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl because Post Malone is on one song with Taylor Swift.
The Chiefs went to the Super Bowl because Taylor Swift was dating Travis Kelce.
Right.
The Chiefs were not supposed to.
So what does that have to do with the Dallas Cowboys?
Huh?
What does that have to do with the Cowboys?
Because the Cowboys, they're still touting this American team thing, and they haven't done anything for years. So I feel
they
like
won't.
They're eventually gonna just push it. You know, they're gonna go.
I'm gonna tell you why they
right now for the selling because they know Post Malone will go up there with Taylor Swift for this song, and Post Malone will only do it if the Cowboys go.
Post Malone, man, he will only perform, be the performer of the Super Bowl if his team is there.
Yes,
the main performer, not a guest.
No, he'll be a guest there.
Nah,
just like how
I'm gonna tell you,
if Detroit was to go. But
no, he did it when Detroit wasn't there.
But I know, but I'm saying he would try to do anything he can.
Yeah,
to still go
any artist from their city will appreciate performing for their team at the Super Bowl. Yeah. No doubt. But I don't think the Cowboys will make it, and I'm gonna tell you why right now. And it's gonna be very simple, and I want y'all to listen to me because I'm about to spit some facts.
Because they got Zeke for the running back.
Exactly. We got so damn desperate for the backfield, we went back and got Ezekiel Elliott, who was averaging 50 yards a game last year.
I think they should have built up Deuce Vaughn. I feel like he could have done
Deuce Vaughn is nothing now.
It was fun.
This Cowboys team is the same team as last year, yet slightly worse. They will not win anything. Maybe a first round playoff. Yeah, maybe that.
No,
so
I'm telling you right now, it's going to be Chiefs Cowboys with Taylor Swift and Post Malone performing.
If you vote the Cowboys making it to the Super Bowl right now, as far as what type of money you would get on a return, for every $10 you bet, you get $150.
I'm putting 50.
So now I think those odds increase when you select a specific Super Bowl matchup as well.
Yeah, I'm saying the
Cowboys Chiefs.
No, yeah.
And Taylor Swift and Post Malone being
which you can bet on that too, I believe. But for sure you can bet the Cowboys. Right now they're plus 1,500 in odds. You put $10, you win 150.
Boy, the odds is. So I'm gonna tell you who is gonna perform at this Super Bowl. Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Hell no.
Kendrick Lamar already performed.
He's gonna be performing with Drake.
I don't think
apology
Drake performed
songs.
the Super Bowl though.
They're gonna perform apology songs.
Yeah, he turned it down with all the taking a knee stuff.
And
they asked Drake and who else? They asked someone else.
Corny ass nigga. And they're gonna be performing, and then midway through one of the songs, they're gonna be like, "Y'all give it up for J. Cole," and then J. Cole's gonna come out of nowhere.
What do y'all think about J. Cole's? What do y'all think about J. Cole's apology now? It makes sense.
And nigga smart. He backed out of it.
That's what everyone's been saying. Everyone's saying that he's smart. He's probably in Disney World enjoying a pretzel.
Or is he the mole in OVO?
I don't think Drake let him get that close. I don't think he lets him get that close.
Nah, he didn't. Anyways, what's next?
Let me pull it back up.
Bro, I think that should be at least an episode. Like
it truly is an episode, isn't it? We're an hour in,
and we're still missing a little bit of stuff.
We could do it next week. What are the biggest things that we?
There's the TikTok ban, the Megan Thee Stallion lawsuit, the Kanye porn site, OJ dying. Make it.
OJ died like last month. We're good.
Yeah. And that's how long it's been though. And then Sony buying Paramount.
Bro, real quick, the thing about OJ passing away. So, who is the Bruce Jenner? Am I saying that?
Caitlyn.
Kris Jenner now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Kris Jenner is the mom. Bruce Jenner was the dad. Now he's Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah,
okay,
sorry, they all start blending in.
Caitlyn Jenner made a comment after OJ passed away on Twitter and said, "Good riddance."
Oh yeah.
You saw the comment up under that? What he said? Your time is coming next, Miss Doubtfire.
Y'all fucked up.
This nigga sent it to me.
Bro, that's so goddamn.
I mean, they're both in the wrong, bro. Like, just don't say nothing about it.
Riddance to anybody dying, bro. That is cruel. That's effed up. People got a family, regardless. His whole family didn't do it. If he did, his whole family didn't do it. That's effed up, bro.
It's effed up. God. We'll close that out on that one.
Wait. How do you feel about Sony buying Paramount?
Oh, I love it.
You talked about you like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be pretty much like Nickelodeon and all of them. You know, all combined with all the Sony product. Sony will have an official streaming service because they don't have anything. So hell yeah, that's a positive.
So let's say the next episodes until the end of the month. Topics we should have something about Destiny, multiverses.
That was on there too.
And shoot, there's something else we're talking about. Let's leave it those two. Destiny and multiverses.
More stuff is guaranteed to happen within
this
week.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah. And in the playoffs, of course.
Yeah, and we'll have more on the playoffs. Gentlemen, this was a great episode. Great way to start off Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Y'all be safe. Have fun.
Appreciate you guys. Finish last.
Take it easy.
Y'all for listening.